Welcome back to the podcast. It's crazy. We're back after a week. So it's the summertime, and it's really hard to figure out what to talk about because there's nothing going on. Baseball's mid-season, so I guess we could talk about that, but the NFL's in the off-season, NHL's off-season, NBA, which, but it's off-season. Nothing's going on.
I could talk about baseball all day.
Yeah, I know.
Speaking of, thank you, New York Yankees. Thank you for just being atrociously bad. Lost 4 in a row, 8 of their last 10, officially in last place in their division. It's fantastic. Brett Boone will be in the sports booth commentating again next year because they're so bad. It's great. It's great.
So
you want to have like a 20-minute conversation about how bad the Yankees are?
We can if you want. But I think it's absolutely insane that the Yankees, who are the 5th in the AL East, would be like the first or tied for first in the AL Central. That just shows how bad the AL Central is.
I would pick the Guardians, i.e. Indians, to beat the Yankees any day of the week. Yankees are bad. They can't hit. Giancarlo Stanton is hitting like 196. And they're paying him $30 million a year. Aaron Judge, horrible contract signing. He's been hurt almost the entire year this year. It's fantastic. They have no pitching.
I just want to let you know.
It's great.
The Yankees play the Royals the next 2 games. I just want to say to all you Yankees fans, if you guys lose to the Yankees, or if you guys lose to the Royals, that's just sad. Two times. That's just sad. You want to know how bad the Yankees are? Well,
please tell me.
Well, I don't know if this counts them as bad or the Cubs as bad, but the Cubs won their first game away at Yankee Stadium this season. Ever. And their first series win against them at Yankee Stadium.
Ever. And the Cubs are
bad. Yeah. So that's embarrassing.
So yeah, this summer there's nothing going on, but I have something to cheer for at least.
Woo!
The Yankees being awful.
It's awesome.
Which, by the way, we're going to take a little road trip next week. Going up to Boston.
Beep, beep.
Going to go to Fenway.
Honk, honk.
Never been to Fenway.
I hate that wall.
How do you hate the wall?
Because in MLB The Show, it should be a home run. But the wall is too big, so then if I hit it to left field, it doesn't go over the wall, so it just bounces off the wall and it's a double. It should be a home run.
Dude, the wall's like literally, it's like 175 feet. Not serious about that, but
it's a dumb wall.
It's not that far because it's tall.
Yes.
Hit it harder. Hit it farther.
Tell my players.
As they say in Major League, too high. Too high.
Tell my players that in MLB The Show.
It's a video game.
I'm really bad at it. Anyway.
Look, you can go walk in and hate the place, but I'm looking forward to going to Fenway. I've never been to Fenway.
I'm not saying it's going to be bad. I'm just saying, it's going to be a place.
We're also going to be in New York. We considered going to Yankee Stadium.
Nah.
And we decided what?
Nah.
Not going to do it.
Nope. Are we going to Mets?
No.
Nah. We just hate New York?
I'd go to Mets Stadium. I had a chance to go to Yankee Stadium, the old Yankee Stadium, before they tore it down.
Do you regret not going?
No, not even a little bit.
Okay. Anyway, let's get into sports already. So Saquon Barkley is having some issues. He's pulling a Le'Veon Bell, and he's threatening to hold out for the entire season if he doesn't get a new contract. The Giants franchise tagged him this offseason, but that does not necessarily mean he has to play. He could hold out and not play the entire season. What do the Giants do? As Saquon Barkley, you go, yeah, I want more money, and he's gonna hold out most likely. But what do you do as the Giants? Do you sign him to a big contract because he's 26 years old and the average running back regression age is 28. So he most likely has 2 years left. Good years. And if he holds out for one, that means he has only 1 year left. So it's dumb on Saquon to hold out, but I mean, you're a running back. He's going to hold out. So I don't know. What do you think the Giants will do?
I think the Giants are doing the right thing. Look, they gave him the franchise tag. What is that? $20 million?
I think it's is it 15? I think it's 15.
I think it's the top five. The average of the top five of that position. That's what he gets paid. I think it's like $20 million. If I'm the Giants, I do the same thing. If you're Saquon Barkley, you have no leverage here. The running back position is gone by the wayside at this point in time. Now, it'll come back around at some point, but this is a quarterback in a wide receiver league. We're going to throw for 5,000 yards and 50 touchdowns a year.
But Tina,
running backs are a dime a dozen. I mean, I'm not giving Saquon Barkley a long-term deal because of the injury factor. I mean, look at the top running backs. Christian McCaffrey, he's always hurt. Jonathan Taylor, was it last year he was hurt?
Yeah, it was last season.
Saquon Barkley has been hurt multiple years. Derrick Henry is old. Tony Pollard, but tore his ACL, broke his leg, whatever he did, he's hurt. Dalvin Cook is always hurt. These dudes can't stay healthy.
And Saquon was hurt.
Exactly.
I mean,
so if I'm a franchise, it's just like baseball. I'm not giving a starting pitcher in baseball, a 6, 7, 8 year contract worth $30 million a year because they always end up getting hurt and it's not a good investment. The Giants, I think, are doing the right thing. They franchise tag him. If Saquon doesn't want to play for $20 million a year and Saquon wants to pull a Le'Veon Bell and sit out, that's up to him. But it's a bad move. He has no leverage at this point in time. He just doesn't.
The thing about Saquon is like, dude, I mean, even if he plays amazing, I don't think he'll be a Hall of Famer. No, like, I don't think in his whole career, I don't see it happening. But I just think he's ruining his career by doing this. He's literally doing what Le'Veon Bell did.
He's going to end up playing. He thinks he has leverage. He doesn't have any. The backup running backs in the NFL today they're not as good, obviously, but I'm trying to find an example. Let's say Christian McCaffrey for San Francisco got hurt. Who's their backup? Elijah Mitchell?
Yeah.
Certainly not as good as...
No, but he did start a lot of games last
Very
season.
serviceable. I mean, last year, if Zeke got hurt, who'd they have? Tony Pollard. There's always a guy right behind you. May not be as good, but I'd rather pay two guys $10 million a year than one dude $25, $30 million a year. That's just the name of the game today. And all these running backs, Derrick Henry, look, Derrick Henry is an absolute stud. Derrick Henry has carried the Tennessee Titans, but at this point in his career, he's not going to get a long-term contract. He's not going to get the big money. He's got too much wear and tear on that body, and they can cry foul and they can whine about it. It's the nature of the game. It's the nature of the business. So I'm pro Giants on this one.
My whole thing is that, and I think we talked about this earlier this morning, you and I. You're a professional athlete getting to play a sport you love and you're whining that you don't get paid $20 million over.
He is getting paid $20
Well,
million.
yeah, no, I mean more than $20 million. I mean, I just think that's, and I know those players are the face of the franchise and they make the game and they make the sport what it is. But I mean, you understand how much money $20 million is? That could easily set somebody up for the rest of their life.
That's generational wealth.
I mean, that's insane. And you're whining that you're not getting that for 1 year. I just think that's so dumb. I mean,
He's gonna end up playing.
yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, Saquon, do what you want, but I think the best thing is to play. And if you play well, you'll get a contract the next season. So,
Speaking of Derrick Henry and the Titans, D-Hop. What's your opinion on that one?
I don't like it. Okay. I love Deandre Hopkins. He's one of my favorite players, current players. And I mean, I followed him through Arizona, Houston. I mean, I just love the guy. I think he's great. One of the best wide receivers in the NFL. I think this was literally the worst decision for him. I mean, again, love you, D-Hop. But this was dumb. He said he wanted to win, right? So you think, oh, he could go to the Chiefs or the Bills or where a winning team, a chance that has a team at a team that has a chance at the Super Bowl. But no, he goes to one of the worst teams in the league, the Tennessee Titans, who have an unknown starting quarterback of either Will Levis, who apparently sucks, Malik Willis, who apparently is better than Will Levis, but he sucks too, and Ryan Tannehill, who is, he's Ryan Tannehill.
Counter argument. Are you saying Ryan Tannehill is not a Super Bowl caliber quarterback?
No.
Is that your hot take?
Wait. Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Wow. I mean, when I think of Ryan Tannehill, I think of just chucking the ball over the field, making big plays. I think he accentuates D-Hop's skills. I think he'll bring out more skills than D-Hop ever thought he had.
I can't tell if you're joking or not. You're joking, right?
What do you have against Ryan Tannehill?
I mean, he's Ryan Tannehill. I actually don't even know what to say. But think about it. What if they don't start Ryan Tannehill? What if they start Malik Willis or Will Levis? Then D-Hop has made a mistake.
Will Levis is going to be awful.
Yeah, we both know that. I think the world knows that.
If they start Will Levis, D-Hop will be asking for a trade by
week 3.
Now, I don't know about that soon, but
week 3.
Mid-year.
I mean, but, again, I go back to D-Hop wanted to win. He wanted a ring. He was going ring chasing, and he went to not a great team. You've got a great head coach there, Mike Rabel, but not.
Look, in that division, they're not going to be bad. They may make the playoffs, right?
Oh, yeah.
We're not going to get into predictions, but Indianapolis, bad. Houston, bad.
The Jaguars.
Okay,
the
Jaguars are
good.
On an upward trajectory, but that is not like a bruising division. So the Titans are going to be I haven't even looked at their schedule, but they're going to be a 500 team, slightly above 500. So they have a chance at the play. I mean, the AFC is
loaded.
AFC is loaded this year, so the chances of them making the playoffs is probably not very good. But I mean, they're not a horrible team. But to your point, for Diop to say he just wants to win, he wants to play with a good quarterback, that's not the place I would have gone.
No, I mean, we both said this last episode. Best place 100% is the Chiefs. 100%. No matter if they could pay him or not, if I was D-Hop, I would go to the Chiefs for like $5 million. Because, I mean, it's the Kansas City Chiefs. You've got Magic Mahomes. You've got Travis Kelce, which I mean, you're fighting for targets with him, but I mean, still, you
Oh,
have a great quarterback who's going to boost your stats. You have a great team that can lead you to a Super Bowl, and you just don't have any of that with the Titans. I mean, maybe your stats look good, but the thing about Tennessee is, and I didn't want to say this, but it's really the retirement home for old wide receivers. Randy Moss.
wait a minute. Randy Moss didn't play in Tennessee.
Yes, he did.
No way.
Yeah, he did. Randy Moss played in Tennessee. You have no idea because he was not good.
I think this is fake information.
I'm not kidding.
Are we? Is that what the podcast is now? We're just going to spread
No,
false facts.
no. Randy Moss played for the Tennessee Titans.
No way.
Look at that picture. I'm showing him a picture of Randy Moss in a Titans jersey.
What were his stats with the Tennessee
Not
Titans?
good. Not good.
I'm actually blown away.
He had 23 catches for 345 yards for 5 touchdowns in 5 games.
This may be the first time in history, and we're doing it on the podcast, that you've thrown out a sports fact that I'm blown away by and was unaware of. Like, I had no idea.
No, yeah, Randy Moss played.
Was it his last season?
It was his
Wow.
last season, I believe.
Wow, I may need a minute here because I had no idea that Randy Moss played for the Tennessee Titans.
Well, you had Randy Moss. Did Terrell Owens play there too?
If he did, you're going to blow my mind again because I don't remember that either.
All right, hold on. Let me look.
You might be right.
I'm gonna.
Terrell
Andre
Owens.
Johnson. That's who it is.
Or
I almost said Andre
Titans
Johnson.
might be
Yeah,
a graveyard
it's Andre
for...
Okay, wait.
That's who it looked like. It looked like Andre Johnson.
So let's regroup here. Hold on. 3, 2, 1. So I was wrong. It's not Terrell Owens. I was thinking of Andre Johnson. But still, I mean, Andre Johnson was a great wide receiver. Randy Moss was one of the greatest of all time, if not the greatest of all time. Julio Jones, another great wide receiver, died in Tennessee. And now you've got DeAndre Hopkins.
Apparently, it's a place where wide receivers go to die.
Yes, and
And
I'm not one for superstitions, but this might be the end for DeAndre Hopkins, and I don't love to say that.
D Hop's going to die.
Let's hope not.
I mean, these dudes can't throw the ball 10 yards down the field.
Who? Will Levis and
Pick one.
you said Ryan Tannehill is a Super Bowl caliber quarterback.
No, I asked you the question. Do you think he's a Super Bowl caliber quarterback?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Would you rather have Ryan Tannehill or let's just pick like a bum like Tua?
A bum like Tua.
Yeah.
You really had to put that out there. A Dolphin. You had to say that to a Dolphins fan. Oh, I'd easily have Tua. Here's my thing about Tua. I'm gonna go on a Tua tangent real quick. I believe in Tua for one more year. I give him support for one more year. And if he sucks, then I don't like him. But if he's good, then I like him. So there you go.
Okay, here's a good one actually. Would you take Ryan Tannehill or Jared Goff?
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I told you.
Ooh. Jared Goff. The only reason why is because, he's the one starting. Is Ryan Tannehill the starter officially? No. If he was good enough, he would become the starter, but he's not. So I have to give it to Jared Goff. Also, Jared Goff was one of the best quarterbacks statistically last season. I do want to put that out there. So I'm going to have to go with Jared Goff.
And by the way, Super Bowl caliber quarterback.
Jared Goff?
He took him to the Super Bowl.
I know he did, yeah. So there you go. Ryan Tannehill never took a team to the Super Bowl.
It's because he never had a running back.
He has Derrick Henry. Oh, Derrick Henry isn't good enough, huh?
I'm just saying.
Okay. What do you want?
Ryan Tannehill is Dan Marino. Dan Marino never had a running back. If
Well,
Dan Marino had a running back, Dan Marino would have got to more Super Bowls. I consider Ryan Tannehill in the same. Oh, no. I take that back. I'm not going to
yeah.
say in the same class.
Don't even. No. Do you?
By the way, we saw an old game last week.
Yes.
Dolphins
Patriots
from like
week
1992, and you said that's the first time you've actually ever seen Dan Marino play.
I've never watched him. I'm a youngin.
It, it was fantastic, wasn't
Oh,
it?
it was amazing. Those were some great throws.
What a release!
I don't know how you throw that, like, just get it out that fast.
Oh, he's amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Anyway, Ryan Tannehill also played for the Dolphins, so there you go. There's a comparison between the two.
Oh, I forgot about that too.
I'm blowing your mind.
Well, that didn't blow my mind. I just forgot because I those are bad memories of the Dolphins. They had some really bad quarterbacks after Dan Marino.
I'm still blowing your mind today with Randy Moss and Andre Johnson playing for the Tennessee Titans.
The Andre Johnson doesn't blow my mind. The Randy Moss one actually does. Like, now I'm gonna have to go do some research after the podcast because I don't recall this at all.
Okay, well, let's get into the last thing we're going to talk about here. The Washington Commanders have officially been sold. Over the course we were absent, there were talks about them getting sold, and they finally got approved to sell today. And also, Dan Snyder is in a $60 million lawsuit.
Yeah, but no, it's not a lawsuit. The NFL fined him $60 million.
They fined.
Yeah.
Okay.
But guess what? Dan Snyder made $6 billion on the sale of the Washington Commanders.
Okay, so that doesn't affect him at all.
No, that's like $5 to you and me. Or at least to me. You don't have money, so that... Yeah. So on the same day that he sells the team for $6 billion... with a B. $6 billion. Actually, $6.05 billion. I was only like $6 billion, $4 million short.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he sells his team for $6 billion. It gets fined 600 or 60 million. Whatever.
That just shows you how much billionaires are worth.
Here's my hot take for the day. The Commanders will be good within 5 years now that Dan Snyder is gone. You don't remember that franchise back in the 80s?
They were good.
In the 90s, they were really good, fantastic franchise.
Yeah,
and then Dan Snyder came in and just killed them.
They had their mascot was the Hogs, and now they made their mascot the Hogs now, and it's terrible. It's disgusting and gross, and nobody likes it.
5 years. They'll be in contention again in 5 years.
All right, so we'll stop the podcast here, and we'll time travel 5 years in the future, and we'll see if you're right.
Oh, speaking of that.
Time traveling?
One of my predictions came true.
Which one?
Pat Fitzgerald got canned.
Whoa. That's crazy.
I know.
And Aaron Rodgers also went to the Jets.
That's not as big of a surprise.
Well, but you still got the prediction right. He could have pulled a Deandre Hopkins and went. He was supposed to go here and to the Patriots and went to the other place, to Tennessee. You could have done that.
It'd been funny if Aaron Rodgers would have gone to the Lions. That'd have been great.
That's just...
Look, I like the Lions this year. Their schedule is awful, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
If you haven't looked at their schedule, it's awful. They're going to be a good football team.
Imagine if Aaron Rodgers went there. They would be great.
Him and Dane Campbell together.
Wow.
Be fantastic.
I'd want to watch Hard Knocks on that.
And here's the problem. Now he's going to be with the Jets. I don't want to watch the Jets.
No. Who wants to watch Zach Wilson? That's
Well, you're not
gross.
going to have to. You're going to get to watch Zach Wilson hold a clipboard.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. But I still have to see Zach Wilson on my screen.
Um, no, they probably won't show him very
Oh,
much.
okay. That's fine. Anyway, that's going to be it for this podcast episode. Um, do we know if there's going to be one next week? Because we're in Boston.
We could take it on the road.
All right, baby. Road trip podcast. Don't quote me on that.
Go see the Braves. We do it right before we go see the Braves in Red Sox.
I'm quoting you on this road trip podcast. It's not my fault if we don't do one. This is on you.
Well, it is your fault because you have to bring the equipment because I have no responsibility.
It's on you. No, it's on you. It's on you. All right, that's gonna be
I will
it.
bring my
Nope.
hot takes.
Nope.
I will bring my
Nope.
knowledge. I cannot bring the equipment. That's on you.
That's gonna be it for this episode of the podcast. We hope you enjoyed, and do you have any last words for our listeners?
I don't. You put me on the spot there. Go Royals.
What?
Go Royals.
Oh yeah, they're playing the Yankees.
Go Royals.
Bye.